My high point of 2025 and my low point of 2025, I think those two things rolled all together. The GenZ uprising here in Kathmandu, which I was here to watch closely and write about and edit pieces about. Watching that, I think, was both the high point and the low point, because the high point in the sense that I think there was a lot of latent frustration and anger at the Nepali political establishment, and I think that everybody here felt that it was time for something to change. So I think that way a high point in the sense that it brought a lot of hope that perhaps Nepal would be going into something better on the other side of this. But also simultaneously the low point, because there's no guarantee that this will lead to something better, even though of course the hope is that it will. And the violence, more than 70 people killed all in all. Even on that first day, school children being shot by security forces, and the massive amount of arson and damage. That really was a shock, and I think very much the low point. So I think a very intense 1 week of the GenZ uprising in Nepal, trying to process all of that with the hope and the despair and everything all rolled into one. My big hope for 2026, of course, for Nepal. Nepal is heading into an election scheduled for the first quarter of the year. Of course, the hope is that that will deliver something better for Nepal after all of the upheaval and all the lives lost. So that's the big hope, but it's not just Nepal, it's also Bangladesh heading into a really big election, again, first quarter of the year. And again, the stakes are very high. And as if you've been following the news out of Bangladesh, even in the last couple of weeks, things are very difficult there. But of course, there's also West Bengal right across the border also going to an election, which again could be very pivotal in the history of the Indian state. So really for historical Bengal as a whole, I mean, there are other elections, of course, across South Asia as well. But really the hope is that maybe, especially in Nepal and in Bangladesh, after all of the upheaval and the two uprisings in those two countries, that perhaps those two countries can emerge into something better on the other side of it all.